Hello folks, and welcome back to Whiskey Wars. Tonight we got another great bottle to review. We got Sagamore Port Finish, a bottle I almost forgot to review before I killed it, but there's a little left there. Let's get into it. So we got the Sagamore Port Finish tonight, and I got this bottle thanks to the guys over at 21090 and Jacob, one of our Patreons. So actually he won this and then passed it along to me. So thank you to both you, 21090 and Jacob there, for this bottle. Pretty awesome, and as you can tell, I have enjoyed it. Yeah, actually, so I got this around the end of the year with a bunch of other stuff. I bought up a lot of stuff near the end of the year, and didn't get to review a lot of that stuff. This bottle almost made my Whiskeys of the Year list. Well, picks, no, that's not right. Yeah, Whiskeys of the Year. So, nonetheless, really enjoying this bottle. So let's talk about why. Let's talk about why I'm enjoying this bottle. Yeah, so this is, as far as I can tell, this is the 2021 release. So this is not the new port finish, but they're very similar. I've had the 22. And you could say there might be small improvements, but I still really like this bottle a lot. So either way, I think whether you're getting the 21 or 22, whatever is in your area, worth a buy for sure. So let's talk about this nose first. Man, that port really comes through beautifully. Just lots of red fruits on the nose. You get that little bit of grapiness there from the wine, but it's also more like a cherry bubblegum or like cherry Jolly Rancher. Also maybe a little bit of raspberry tartness showing up there. Lot of the wine presence there, but then still you get little bits of that rye in there. There's a little bit of the rye mintiness and nice oak presence. That char is kind of on the back end of the nose. Man, it just, all that works really beautifully on the nose. This is one of my favorite noses of the year. When I was scoring this, I actually scored the nose a 9. Yeah, it's just fantastic nose. Let's go ahead and get into the sip though. Here we go. Man, what a great bottle. Just burst of flavors right up front. Getting all those red fruits we smell in the nose. So you're getting like grape, like a red grape, cherry, like a nice dark cherry, a little bit of raspberry tartness there. There's that char. The char notes are certainly there working with all that. Also getting a little bit of that rye punch. There's a little bit of spiciness there on the palate, but that really starts showing up more on the finish. And there's hints of not necessarily the mint note, but like that cooling effect on your tongue that mint gives you. So the rye is kind of doing that for you. Yeah, man, what a great first sip. Let's go in for another sip here and talk about that finish. Here we go. So I will say that I think the palate is where this bottle really shines. The finish is nice, but not as nice as the palate. The palate dings it a little bit. There's a little bit of a tannicness and a little bit of bitterness on the finish. However, the sweetness from the palate, from that finish, from the port, that does carry through, as does the rye spice really punches through there on the finish. And so I love the spiciness of the finish. I like the kind of fruitiness, all those red fruits showing up there on the finish as well. But it does get a little tannic on the back end and a little bit bitter. But still, I think this is a great experience of a whiskey. These are right about $70, $70, $80 in my area. And I think for that price, it's priced right. I think it's a great bottle for that price. So if you see them, I think it's definitely a buy. So let's talk about score though. So when you get into that $70 to $80 price range, you're starting to get into really premium whiskeys then. So like ECBPs, Larceny Barrel Proofs, the Maker's Private Selection, the Wood Finish Series. Sometimes you can still get Russell's single barrels for that price range. The higher end Knob Creek stuff is around there, like the 12-year and then the single barrels. So there's a lot of really good stuff in that price range. So how does it compete? I think it's certainly above average and quite a bit different experience than any of those that I just mentioned. So I think especially if you, one, like rye, first of all, that's a requirement pretty much, and also if you like finished ryes, then I think this is a really good take on that, especially if you're not chasing barrel proof, because this is 101 proof, it's not barrel proof. So if you want something a little lower proof, that's just a really nice experience, something you can just chill and really enjoy, I think this is a great bottle. I'm going to score it 8.3. I think it's certainly a good bottle, so go out and find one for yourself. So I hope you'll enjoy this bottle, and I also hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like button. We appreciate that. Also, here's other reviews from us right here, and here is the subscribe button. And just remember, as always, you can never have too much good whiskey.